This is No Face Bigfoot, and this is my first look at Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Edition. And this has 12 games on it and includes a lot of Street Fighter games from the original Street Fighter that came out in 1987 up until Street Fighter 4. Now, Street Fighter 4 was a pre-order bonus. It's also DLC, and it comes down at about 14 gigs. Now, I think you have to pay $15 for it if you didn't pre-order this. Anyway, I'm not an online person because if I were to go online right now, I'd get smoked like a Newport. And then you see my cigarette butt laying right on the ground, and on it you'd say, "No Face Bigfoot just got smoked." You wouldn't see any ashes. You wouldn't see any smoke. I just got smoked so bad you'll just see all the leftover cigarette there. Alright, now you have arcade, versus, and training mode on here. Now you can do this for any game on here. Now, this is the original Street Fighter. This is the one that I started playing when I was a sophomore in high school, and it took me about 6 months to play. Now, if you saw what I stole from Radical Reggie, Breaking the Seal, which I'm going to change the name of here pretty soon, you know, I had a couple stories in there about playing Street Fighter. There's only 3 places I remember playing it, so it is at a place called Funland, on Jeff Davis Highway in Richmond, which was a pretty bad part of town. There are even signs at that time that says about the oldest profession in the world. By VCU, you had Station Break Arcade, and I also played this up in Baltimore, Maryland somewhere. I can't remember because it's been so long. It was at a suburban mall. But this has Street Fighter, Street Fighter 2, okay, another version of Street Fighter 2. You had Hyper Fighting, you had the new Challengers, and then you had Turbo. This was my favorite one right here because I move so quick with the buttons sometimes. I'm not as good with timing on the more methodical version of Street Fighter 2. This was probably actually the best one I was at. Now, these are the ones that my friend was really good at when they came out. For some reason, Street Fighter 3 just didn't connect with Street Fighter fans. I'm not sure why. I guess because it had so many new characters in it. I didn't really play it that much either. And I only saw this at 2 arcades because by the time that this came out, arcades were almost dead. Anyway, Street Fighter 3. Alright, this is the first update to it, Second Impact, and then Third Strike. Now, my favorite series of Street Fighter is this right here, Street Fighter Alpha. Alright, this came out, of course, in '95, as it says right on the screen. Alright, Street Fighter Alpha 2. This is probably the best technical fighting game of the Alpha series. But my favorite was always Alpha 3. Now, this is probably the one I was second best at. And I played it in the arcade some, but I played it a lot on PlayStation 3. Because it came out in the summer of '99. And, you know, I was trying to finish up college, my master's degree, but I never did at the time. And so, I played a lot of Alpha 3 that summer. Gauntlet Legends at the arcade, which was the last game I really ever played a lot at the arcade, not counting NBA Showtime, and Erguys. So those were the 3 games I focused on in the summer of '99. This kind of kept me busy, other than some of the work that I was doing. Now, this had a World Tour mode on it, on the actual PS4 version, and then when they ported it over to the Dreamcast. Now again, this is all arcade editions to my knowledge, so anyway, I'm not sure how training goes, but it doesn't have but for 4 different games here. Alright, now I'm just going to go through the Street Fighter. I'm probably going to look stupid here. Now again, you can only choose Ryu if you're player 1. If somebody joins the game, then that person is Ken. So, anyway, Street Fighter is a game of many firsts. While it never reached the popularity of its sequels, Street Fighter was a pioneer. And that's the damn truth. It is arguably the first fighting game to use special command-based techniques such as quarter circle movements and button combos. The game's three punch buttons and 3 kick buttons, all representing various strengths, also became something close to a standard. This is the game that started it all. And that is very, very true. In single player mode, Ryu is the only playable character. Ryu must fight through 10 opponents, including Sagat as the final boss. And of course, before him you fight Adon. Each round lasts only 30 seconds, and if the third round ends in a tie, the computer-controlled opponent will win by default. In multiplayer, both players lose. That is funny. In multiplayer, the second player is represented by Ken, Ryu's sparring partner and rival. These were the only 2 playable characters in the game, and they played identically. And yes, that's true. The only special techniques available were the Hadouken, the Shuriken, and I always forget the name of that. Each of these is extremely powerful. The Shuriken can remove the entire life bar if it's hit properly. And again, that's what I learned after I beat the game for the first time. And about a week later, I actually saw somebody throw fireballs and do what we used to call a Statue of Liberty punch. The Shuriken can remove the entire life bar if it hits properly. These moves weren't taught by the game though. Players were meant to figure them out for themselves. On top of regular battles, there are 2 bonus games where players can compete for points. One has players break a group of boards held at different heights. The other is a brick breaking game in which players must press a button at the right time as Ryu's strength meter moves up and down. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Alright. And if you look at the bottom down here, you know, as always, it was very challenging to hit the special moves, but if you hit them, that was it. And the sounds on this game are pretty crude, but pretty brutal, and that's in a good way. When you hit somebody, it just, you know. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to play the game here. I probably want to get past the first boss here, or first character. Or actually, let's see. Alright. Now the controls are big here, because I'm used to a 6-button layout. So, light punch square, medium, triangle, heavy punch R1. Okay, heavy kick is R2. Alright. Now each character had its own special way of fighting them. Alright. Okay, you can also do a border. Okay. I don't have a game to load here. Okay. Alright, so you press the options bar to insert a quarter. Alright. Japan, you get to fight against the ninja and this other guy. Retsu! And again, I'll probably get killed here. Now that's with Mortal Kombat and as you can hear, it's pretty barbaric when you get hit. Now this stage is meant to be an introduction to the game. Wow, do I suck at this game. This is meant to be played with a joystick. And you also have to hit your kick button while you're before you're right at when you jump. And you only get 30 seconds here. Yeah, the fight coming up against the ninja here, this could be really easy, or it could be really cheap. Because once he starts throwing those stars, there's nothing you can do about it, because you can't block all three at once. Alright, nothing you can do there. Once he starts throwing those stars, there's nothing you can do. See what I mean right here? You've got a lot to learn before you beat me. Try again, kiddo. Oh, this game had a way of making you mad. Wow, I need practice. This is always a tough game anyway. Wow. Here I just got embarrassed on YouTube and the World Wide Web. Of course, you didn't have the World Wide Web until about 93. And it didn't really come big till about 94, 95, so. Alright. I'll show what USA. You fight Joe and Mike here. If I remember, Joe was a kickboxer. That's what I mean. Here, those kind of little kicks right there, it could just catch you off guard. What I like about this game, every fighter on here had a different style. And I think that's one of the things that wowed me. It was different. I'm probably not going to even get past Joe here. If I remember, kicks, well actually punches were effective against him. Wow. Perfect timing. Alright, I'm going to try this one more time here. You've got a lot to learn before you beat me again. Try again, kiddo. Yeah, you can break right through your guard there too. Yeah, the timing on here is very critical. That's right, you can't go low against him either. Alright, I'll try one more time. No! Shit, Dick Tracy. Yeah, the flip kicks was a big thing on here, just like Mortal Kombat. Wow, they're way faster than me. Here I'm just embarrassing myself online. Okay, won that round, got lucky. Yeah, this is what you would do actually with the next character, Mike. You would just actually... Whoa. I understand why my kick button's not working. Alright. No more embarrassing myself. It's official. You suck, No-Face Bigfoot. Not very good. Alright. Alright, no more embarrassing myself here. Oh, man. Game difficulty? I'm not gonna go out there and... Alright. Well, there's my first play of Street Fighter. First time I played it since, I think, 1996. I think. Because I think Station Break had it, and I tried it a few times. So, anyway, I'd like to thank you for bearing with me as I embarrass myself on the World Wide Web playing Street Fighter. And again, this is the original one. Now, later on in the summer, in July, my best friend and I, he's gonna play some of the games in here, especially the Street Fighter 3 games. We're gonna upload them to the channel, and cause he's pretty good at Street Fighter, although he hasn't played any competitions in a long time, but he's pretty good at this. Anyway, this is No-Face Bigfoot. Please give a thumbs up if you like the video. If you think I suck, then give me a thumbs down. Anyway, the thumbs down counts as, I believe, it's 2 views instead of 1. And please subscribe if you haven't done so to No-Face Bigfoot Gaming. Thank you for watching.